And she was like, give that baby water. I don't want to hear exclusive breastfeeding from you. I know you're stubborn, this girl. Hey guys, so it's another day for us to talk about the challenges we face as mothers in our current society. I don't want to make reference to Nigeria, but I think I've lived all my life in Nigeria, so basically in Nigeria. I don't want to make it look like it's a first time mom thing, but then I am a first time mom and I only have the experience of a first time mom, so I can only speak about first time mom. But looking at it from my environment, I think this is a mom issue generally. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is as a mom in Nigeria, you don't know anything. Trust me, you don't know anything. At least that's what everybody thinks about. Because the first thing you have to know is that a lot of people are going to think and feel that they know parenting more than you do. And that is the thing I want us to discuss. We have two things I want to discuss today. And this is the first one. Everybody thinks they know parenting more than you do. I remember when I had my baby, my auntie called me. And she was like, give that baby water. I don't want to hear exclusive breastfeeding from you. I know you're stubborn, this girl, and all these things to read from internet. Give that baby water. All these exclusive breastfeeding, baby will be thirsty. Did they not give you water when they had you? Did your mother not take water when they had her? Your grandmother did not take. So everybody feels, I'm not saying they don't have the experience. They have the experience. Actually, there are things I've learned from other mothers that till today I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. But then, one thing is this: times change, and as anybody expecting to be a parent, as an expectant mother or expectant parent, you find out that you do a lot of research. You read, you want to figure out things, you find videos, you watch and learn about parenthood. You just become curious, and then you filter out things and then sometimes you speak to your health practitioners like the doctors and nurses, and they give you the right thing, because there are practices they did in the olden days that after numerous research you find out that this practice does not stand anymore. And it's just like, okay, when you have your baby, your mom will start telling you, don't on the fan, don't on the AC, cover the windows, make cool, no enter the person's body. And then you ask your doctor, the doctor's like, open the window. They need fresh air too. They are humans. And then you see that when you try to do what the updated things that your health practitioner has told you, you get a lot of opposing opinions. Nobody, they don't listen to you. And sometimes they go the extra mile. They go the extra mile because they feel, I carried when you're a child. You should listen to me. I have the experience. I raised 20 children. Today I'm not going to talk about how to go about it. Although I'm going to give you, let me say, few insights, but I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want this video to be too long. So I remember when I had my auntie that called me about the exclusive breastfeeding one. I remember when I went home and she came, the first thing she did was to carry water and give my baby. The baby was around 5 months as of then. I did not really see it as, although I was exclusively breastfeeding, but I did not really react that much. But the one I was so strict about, I said nobody should kiss my baby in the mouth. I was so strict about, even in the body, I did not like it. But like my mom, I could permit that. My father-in-law, but the mouth one, oh God, I was so scared about. I watched some people suffer, their babies suffer sepsis because a stranger or someone kissed them in their mouth. So I was so scared. This is before I had my baby. When I was pregnant, I watched a lot of it. It's like the FYP kept showing me about babies. That's the story for another day. Let's not divert. So the first thing, a lot of people are going to feel you don't know what you're doing. A lot. Just few people that will give you that grace. And this continues. It's not just when you just had your newborn. It continues later in life. We are currently in a rainy season. From the environment, you know that everywhere is damp, cold, and chill. It has been raining non-stop for days now. And I do not bathe my child twice daily. I'm not saying you should copy it, but personally for me, I don't see the need to bathe him twice when it is ready. When it is raining, on cold weathers. When the weather is hot, you can. That is actually the time. When hot weathers, I bathe him twice. Sometimes twice, like No, there are those Harmattan period, depending on how dirty they get. But then, raining season is raining. He's indoor. Basically, why am I beating him? I don't want him to catch cold, so I preserve him by not. I don't know if you get. So, and I've heard mother say, "No, you don't show you're a dirty person." No, it doesn't show I'm a dirty person. I just think this is the right thing to do. It doesn't take me like 15 minutes to bathe and dress him. But I feel let him stay warm. So it continues. It continues till whenever. I don't know if it ever stops. Because I remember um, when we are writing JAMB, my mom and their friends, they talk about what your child is studying. Why is your child not studying medicine? Why is your child not doing a medical course? Which one is crop science? It continues. My child did 40, 20. I think it's just normal. So, oh, that takes me to the next point. Competition. Even if you're not competing, people are competing with you. You see someone visit you and like, is it not working yet? Is it not up to a year? My baby worked at 9 months. This my baby, are very fast. They're already competing with their baby. Like, they are comparing. Let me use the word comparing and not competing. They are comparing. So the constant comparison is something you should expect. I'm hearing my baby's voice. I want to know. I'm trying to be sure he's fine. I think he's okay. So the constant comparison, you're going to get it. Oh, your baby is not working yet. Oh, your baby is not speaking yet. It does not stop. When the baby starts school, oh, my baby can read ABCD in nursery 1. My 3 years old is in nursery in just 1. You do not hear it. You're going to hear it. You're going to get it. You should just get ready. You can try to fight it, but if you let it get to you, it might steal your joy. That is the truth. You're going to hear it. You just have to prepare your mind. This is going to be, it's very common. And then sometimes you find out that we ourselves, we are guilty of it. Unless you have, let me say for example, you don't know about this and you're like, no, I don't want to do this for another woman. I'm not saying you should not give tips to mothers. But when you give these tips, give grace. I'm not doing about comparing one. I'm talking about the one of giving opinions, thinking they don't know what they are doing. I don't know if you get, because it goes hand in hand. Just like the same way I feel, open the window for the child. That's the right thing to do. I can visit a mom, and maybe the mom is still practicing the old one. I'm like, why are you closing the window? They'll sit down and say, no, you're supposed to close it. Are you not seeing that the person is now? I'm feeling that I know this more than this person. She should listen. As I say, I don't even know. It's like you expect it, but then you as a mother should make researches and find out. Because when I go to where there's a newborn, I'm like, open the windows. This baby can stay in fan. This baby needs air. You are covering the baby too much, you know. And then, and I'll give an example. When I had my baby, we are covering him, which is true. We are covering him so much, and he developed lots of rashes. The doctor was like, open the window. I don't know if you get. Now, but the mom might see it's like, oh, you see, the cycle continues. They might find it offensive, but then sometimes you as a mother, you can't hold it. That is why I give people grace. That is why I give people grace. People that even come to me and dump in those things, I give them grace because I understand. Sometimes it's coming from a good place, but you should know the one coming from a good place. Oh my God. It's complicated. I think there's just these 2 things I want us to talk about. There will still be more. I love to come and talk on my camera. I love to come and talk to you guys. You be like my community. Although I write on Facebook, parenting experience, lots of them. Although recently I've not been writing that much. I've been doing more of reels because writing takes the mind. There are days I start writing and then midway I stop. I have to do something and then I forget it. It goes with the flow. And if you interrupt it, I find videos like why I don't know how to put it. So but I will try. It's not easy. I have a toddler, I'm trying to figure out my own life. I have things I'm doing and I'm trying to make sure that I keep my online family moving, community I keep building. steadily, by consistency. There is a child crying in the background and it's distracting me. So that's it for today. Let me go and take care of my child. Bye.